Ever wondered how a simple piece of paper can be transformed into a beautiful art piece? Yes, it's possible with origami. Welcome to the fascinating world of paper folding, where a single sheet can morph into a multitude of shapes limited only by your imagination. Origami, a term derived from the Japanese words oru meaning to fold, and kami meaning paper, is an art form with roots deep in history. It's not just a pastime, but also a cultural icon, carrying significance in rituals and traditions across various cultures, especially in Japan. From the traditional cranes symbolizing peace to complex geometric shapes, there's a vast array of types and styles in origami. It's a blend of simplicity and complexity, where a few well-placed folds can create stunning masterpieces. This art form invites you to explore, create, and most importantly, have fun. So, are you ready to dive into this world of paper folding? Let's start with some basic shapes. Before we begin, ensure you have the necessary tools at your disposal. Origami is a simple art form that requires minimal tools. The heart of our project is paper. Ideally, you want to grab square paper, slightly thick to hold the folds well. Standard printer paper will do just fine, but feel free to explore with different colors and textures. If you have them handy, bone folders or paper creasers can help create sharper folds. But they're not a must-have. Now that we have our tools ready, it's time to fold. Our first project is a classic origami boat. You might have made it as a child, but let's revisit this fun shape. Let's dive straight into the process. The first step in our seafaring journey is to pick the perfect piece of paper. Rectangular and lightweight, like the page of an old book or a leaf from a notebook. The choice is yours. Next, fold this rectangular paper in half. Yes, right down the middle, creating a neat crease. Unfold it and you'll see a central line. This line is our guide, our North Star, leading us to the perfect origami boat. Now fold the two longer sides towards this central line, meeting at the heart. It's like a paper hug. Then, fold it in half along the original crease. What do you see? A slender, elongated rectangle, right? Good job, you're on the right track. The next few steps require a bit more finesse. Fold the top layer from one side, creating a triangle. Flip it over and repeat. It's like you're creating a paper hat. Remember, precision is key. Each fold is a commitment, a testament to your patience. Unfold these last two folds and you'll see a diamond shape. Now fold the lower portion of the diamond upwards, flip it over and repeat. See how it's beginning to take shape? The last step is to pull the two ends apart gently. As you do this, the bottom will open up and flatten out, forming our boat. Remember to be gentle, we don't want to capsize before our maiden voyage. And there you have it, a sturdy, elegant origami boat, ready to brave the high seas of your imagination. It's not just a simple piece of folded paper, it's a symbol of your patience and creativity. Each fold, each crease tells a story, your story. And there you have it, your very own origami boat. Isn't it as easy as sailing in a calm sea? Moving on to something slightly complex, we're going to fold an origami crane, a symbol of peace and longevity in many cultures. Now the origami crane is a bit more intricate than the boat we just folded, but don't worry, we're going to take this step by step. Let's start with a square piece of paper. If you've only got a rectangular one, don't fret. You can easily make it square by folding the paper diagonally and trimming the excess. But remember, precision is key in origami, so let's make sure our square is as perfect as we can get it. Once we have our square, it's time to fold. First, fold the paper in half diagonally, making sure the corners line up just right. This is what we call a valley fold. You'll end up with a triangle. Unfold it and repeat the same step in the opposite direction. When you unfold it again, you should see an X crease on your paper. Next, flip the paper over and fold it in half horizontally and then vertically. When you unfold it this time, you should have a smaller square within the larger square. This is what we call a preliminary base. It's a key component in many origami designs, not just the crane. Now let's transform this square into a bird base. Fold the paper along the creases you've created, bringing all the corners to the center. You should have a smaller but thicker square now. Take the top layer of both sides and fold them inwards, creating a kite shape. Flip it over and repeat. Your paper should now look like a diamond with a horizontal line running through the center. Here comes the fun part. Lift the bottom point of the top layer and fold it upwards, then take the sides and fold them inwards. Repeat this on the back. Now, you've got what we call the bird base. Almost there. Fold the bird base in half, making sure the long points are at the top. These will become the crane's wings. Fold one side down, creating a crease for the crane's neck. Fold it again in the opposite direction to create the head. Repeat the process on the other side for the tail. Finally, gently pull the wings apart, And there you have it, your very own origami crane. It may seem a little tricky at first, but remember, practice makes perfect. And the beauty of origami is that it's not just about the final product, but also the journey of creating it. Each fold, each crease, each step is a testament to patience and precision. Voila! You've just created a beautiful origami crane. Quite an upgrade from the boat, isn't it? But no matter what you're folding, whether it's a simple boat or a complex crane, each piece of origami carries with it a story, a piece of history. So keep folding, keep creating, and keep exploring the world of origami. As with any art form, Origami 2 has some tips and tricks that can make your paper folding journey smoother. Let's start with the first tip, choosing the right paper. The paper you use can make or break your origami creation. It should be thin enough to fold easily but strong enough to hold its shape. Traditional origami paper, known as kami, is ideal. It's usually color on one side and white on the other, adding to the visual appeal of your creation. But don't worry if you don't have access to kami. Gift wrap, magazine pages, or even regular printer paper can do the trick. Next up, folding accurately. Origami is all about precision. When you're making a fold, take your time to line up the edges and corners as exactly as you can. A small error in the beginning can lead to a big difference in the final result. So don't rush, be meticulous. Now on to patience. Origami is not a race. It's an art that allows you to express your creativity and relax. If a particular fold or shape is giving you trouble, take a break. Walk away for a bit, then come back to it with fresh eyes. You might find the solution was right in front of you all along. Lastly, practice regularly. Like any skill, the more you practice origami, the better you'll become. Start with simple shapes and gradually move to more complex ones. Don't be afraid to try, fail, and try again. Each time you fold, you're improving your technique and understanding of the art. And here's a bonus tip: enjoy the process. Origami is a journey, not a destination, so don't focus too much on the final product, but rather on the joy of folding, the satisfaction of seeing a flat piece of paper transform into a beautiful three-dimensional shape. Remember, every master was once a beginner, so don't be disheartened if your first few attempts aren't perfect. So, there we have it. You've just embarked on your origami journey, and we can't wait to see where it takes you. We've dipped our toes into the vast ocean of paper folding, starting off with the essentials you need. Remember, the paper you choose is more than just a canvas, it's a partner in your creative journey. Treat it with respect, and it will reward you with beautiful creations. We've folded boats sailing smoothly on the sea of imagination, reminding us that even the simplest of shapes can hold a world of meaning. We also took flight with the elegant crane, a symbol of hope and healing in many cultures, showing us that each fold we make tells a story. And of course, we've shared some tips and tricks to make your origami experience smoother. Remember, patience is key in origami. Don't be discouraged if your first few attempts don't turn out perfect. It's all part of the process. And who knows, you might even create a new fold that adds an unexpected twist to your creation. Origami is more than just a hobby. It's a form of expression, a meditative practice, and a testament to the beauty of simplicity. It teaches us that with a single piece of paper and a bit of imagination, we can create a universe. Keep practicing and keep folding. Who knows? The next origami masterpiece could be just a fold away.